Welcome back to bigotry.
Oh,
Whoa,
what?
ow, whoa.
Welcome back to space bigotry. We
That
don't
should
take
something bump
kindly to
into
the we don't take kindly to them Sarlacc pits around here. Kind of kindly to them
Or
space princesses.
we keep our rancors in cages.
Yeah, we keep our rancors in the cage. We don't let them run wild like people do.
Let some kind of liberal space jockey come around.
Some kind of liberal. God, what are you? Some kind of liberal space jockey? Kind of dirty. Oh wait, we don't need to get rid of the blocks by here, do we? Goody.
Getting overzealous with your block removal.
What
I don't know. Where are you guys? Where are
These
you?
ones, mate.
Oh, right there with the. I don't know if that thruster's supposed to stay. Honestly, I wasn't sure.
It's a temporary thruster.
Oh,
If
yeah.
we take it off, we'll lose our dampening.
Okay, so we'll just put these. We'll put these in.
Just the ones that are holding it in place, leave those there, and yeah, there you go. That'll work for now.
I can't get the goddamn Thundercat song out of my head now.
You know, I bought that on DVD when it came out. It's a couple years ago.
Are we talking about regrets now?
Wait,
Yeah.
what, Thundercats? It's really old though. It's like 80s.
Yeah. No, I know. It was my favorite childhood.
Oh, I thought you meant like I just bought it when it came out, and I was like, I'm confused.
Well, no, when it came out on DVD, because it wasn't
Oh.
out on DVD.
Don't you
until
hate
years
like
ago.
you have something that you didn't touch since you were like a kid, and you just preserved this happy memory, and then
Yep.
then you make the mistake of going back, and it's like, oh my god,
Right,
this
like
turtle's
Snarf?
terrible.
How did I ever watch a show that contained a
Oh.
fucking cat that's constantly Snarf? Oh my god, it's
Worse.
obnoxious.
Yeah, Snarf was basically like the Scrappy Doo of
Oh god, Scrappy Doo.
Thundercats.
Fucking
There's always a
Scrappy
Doo.
Doo. Yeah, I hate those characters. They're the characters that are, well, these are aimed at the kids, the proper kids. Even though the whole show is a kid show, you know what I mean? It's like, oh,
Well,
this
it's
is one for
it's
the,
it's aimed at some fucking asshole's wallet somewhere.
yeah.
Well, the ratings for Scooby Doo are finally starting to fall off. What are we gonna do?
It's like,
I don't
oh,
know. We gotta make it hip.
Yes,
cool
that's it.
again.
Hip and cool. That's why they call. Yeah. Although I wouldn't count Snarf in the hip and cool category.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
It's like,
I don't know.
what's hip
Snarf
and-
is unexplainable.
Yeah, it's like, what is hip and cool? How about a guy that goes snarf, snarf? It's like, oh yeah, kids love that, and people think it's sweet. You sure? Yeah, don't worry. I guess Snarf would sell toys at least. Maybe.
There's probably a whole like factions of Snarf people that we are just.
We're offending them.
Yeah,
know
we
what?
are.
I don't care.
There's probably a furry that dresses up like Snarf.
I like how we're having the exact same conversation. Just now we're talking about Thundercats.
Do you know what? I'm gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. If there's some sort of like sect of Snarf fanism, I don't
Wait,
give
did
a
you
shit
say
if I
you
offend
are
them.
going to lie to me, or did you say you're not?
I'm gonna lie to you.
Listen, I ain't-
Just so you know.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna
I ain't
lie to
gonna
you.
lie to you now. If there's a sect that is dedicated to the worship of Snarf, then I don't mind offending them because they are dumb. Because Snarf is a terrible character,
Oh.
and I don't care what you say. Snarf is it's a travesty.
Man, we're gonna have to start adding Scrappy Doos to our shit next week.
Fucking Scrappy Doo.
Keep it
man,
relevant,
yeah.
you know, because it's all over now.
Who could
Yeah.
be the Scrappy Doo of Minecraft?
We've just tanked everything. It's over.
Scrappy Doo. I love that. Fucking jump the shark when Minecraft jumped the shark.
There's gonna be a massive exodus. Fuck you! Talk about Snarf. Psh, Snarf.
That's a response. Snarf.
Snarf is a fucking amazing guy. No, I don't. If you like Snarf, that's cool. I just like winding people up, and if that insults you, then that's cool.
There'll be a thread on the subreddit that goes all the way to the top.
Nobody mentioned Snarf for 3 days. Snarf is basically done.
No,
The Minecrackers were tolerant and they weren't just Snarfaders.
Man, do you remember that? That was some
Matt,
good
you just made like a circle jerk post basically
Yeah.
with your mouth.
If you're god.
Does anybody else? That's the. Oh man! Wow.
Yeah, does anybody else remember when this a bunch of Snarf hating dickheads?
Fuck, I'm old.
Yep, that's the first.
Fuck, I'm old
top.
Ganon. Isn't that it?
Oh, that's that what it is now?
Yeah,
That's pretty
fuck,
good.
I'm old canon.
Yeah, get with the times, man. Come on. Snarf, snarf.
Give it the time. Snarf, snarf.
Yes, because fucking snarf is so relevant. you know, fucking relevant snarf, like the fucking Thundercats.
Actually, that you said what's funny is what percentage of viewers have no idea what we're even talking about? Like, what the fuck is a snarf?
Yeah, they're looking it up.
No, they'll look it up, and then they'll be introduced to the world of snarf, and they'll be like, Jesus Christ, what the hell? And then we've just
maybe,
bred a whole
possibly,
new...
possibly Alf.
Oh god, Alf. I couldn't get that when when you went through like Alien and stuff, and you're like, oh god, the alien's back, and I was like, it's probably Alf. Just come on in. Get fucking stalked throughout the shit by Alf.
That would be a great mod.
We went.
Did you know that game has Oculus Rift support, Co?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that would make you
I've thought
actually
about
cry.
playing it. I think I don't think I don't think I can handle it. Basically,
I think you cry.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it would work.
Oh
for me.
yeah, that's the next. You see, so people have been just going completely stupid over the whole The Evil Within thing. You know, about it not being a ridiculously scary game. And relatedly, I've been thinking about these things, and I think that for a game to give you that horror feeling where you are literally afraid for your life, that feeling, I think it requires, first of all, a first-person view. Like, if you took the same stuff, if you took Outlast or Amnesia or, whatever. Yeah, if you took them and you put them in a third-person over-the-shoulder view, I think that you would be less immersed. I don't think they would be bad games. I'm not at all saying that. But I think it would diminish some of your immersion, which would cause you to be less scared. Like, you just wouldn't be as scared.
Yeah.
Particularly Playable Trailer made me feel this way because there's this part when you're walking in the fucking hallway and there's a door in the hallway. There's a number of doors.
Playing what?
Playable Trailer.
What's
PT.
that?
It's on the PS4, and
what's that for?
it is basically a playable. It's a demo relating to Silent Hills.
Oh,
the
that
next Silent
game
Hill
you were
game.
playing. That game looked horrifying.
It is horrifying.
Although when I saw you, it didn't look like everything was happening. It just looked like you were walking down corridors with really scary noises happening.
Well, there's problems with that too. What at its best, PT is fucking terrifying. Okay, but they also tried to do a little bit of an ARG thing with it, where they put stuff in there that they didn't mean for anybody to figure out for weeks, and unfortunately, that means that if you weren't prepared to fucking dig and dig and dig and figure really not complicated, but really hard stuff. Like there's pieces of stuff that you have to find that are hidden so maliciously well that I would never have figured it out if I hadn't, got a little bit of help and tips as to where to search for stuff, because they didn't mean for you to figure it out quickly. But apart from that, that's where I spent a lot of time fucking about. But apart from that, it is a very, very scary and unsettling and at times truly terrifying little game. But what I was going to say is, as my example, there's a door in the hallway. It's the bathroom door. And there's a part where it cracks open. And you really can't advance. I think you couldn't advance. Like, stuff actually would not change without you looking through the crack. You have to walk up to the fucking crack and look into the darkness that's on the other side. And I'm telling you, that concept is just fucking terrifying. And
you had to look into the crack. Yeah.
Just think about
it. Sounds like a genuinely quite scary Silent Hill game. Man.
Right. I have high hopes for it now. It's funny because I was one of the people who was like, it's over, it's dead. I'm never gonna look at anything Silent Hill again.
Silent Hill's never been first person before, has it?
No, it was always third person psychological horror.
I played the first Silent Hill actually on the PS1 not that long ago, and it was weird because it was so dated that it wasn't really scary.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the format just prevents it, you know.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of horror though as well. Like
It's all about. It was
Silent
very
Hill
sound
wears you
based.
down.
It's very sound based. Silent Hill.
Yeah.
It was like you'd hear a noise, and then that was. It was very. It's all about like throwing scary sounds. You might feel like.
Silent Hill's approach was sort of like horror as a sickness. Like just really wearing you down over time,
Yeah.
making you feel uncomfortable, making you feel depressed and sad, and meanwhile showing you horrible things. You know, I don't know, it's just it's not the same as like what Outlast is setting out to do.
And then you got Pyramid Head.
Outlast is straight up fucking in your face, kind of like you're being hunted. The terror of being chased and hunted, and you know,
I couldn't handle
it's like
Outlast. It was too scary for me. I had to play it.
It's very scary.
I had to play it with my girlfriend, or I couldn't get through it. It was so
Really? This
Literally.
game must be so fucking good then. I need to play it, man.
Literally,
Everyone was playing it, so
Good.
I didn't.
I had to
It
play
is
it.
very scary.
I had to play it with my girlfriend because I was like, I can't do this game, man. This is too scary for me.
And it's arguably not as scary as Amnesia. I haven't played Amnesia yet. I did play in all of Outlast, and I loved it. I loved it.
Amnesia.
I wasn't that blown away by Amnesia.
Oh
I streamed
fuck!
it once.
I just died. Can anyone grab my body? I've got quite a lot of steel plates on there.
I'm sure it's
You're
probably
close.
stuck to the Jody by now.
Where is it? Oh, is that my body? Is that my body? Oh, here it comes. Here it comes into the Jodie Foster. Oh, it just flew past. Where's it gone? It's come back again?
But I don't know.
Yeah, Amnesia for me wasn't that scary of a game. I don't know.
You
I
played
got
through
scared
it?
once. Yeah. Yeah, it's on my channel.
Amnesia was. I played Amnesia. It was kind of spooky, but.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Amnesia has basically the same mechanic. It's first person. There is a monster hunting you, and you have to hide to get away from it.
Do you know what
and-
was the scariest part of the fucking Outlast for me? The fact it kept forcing me to look through things through a camera and then do it in night vision. And I was like, I would rather walk through a dark hallway not seeing anything than walk through a dark hallway with fucking night vision on.
You see, now this is a great example of how different things scare you in different ways. Because for me, gosh, I don't want to spoil things though. Fuck.
just guys, if you're watching this,
Let me just say,
Well, I want to play it. I do want to play it.
all I'll say is, for me, the terror of being in the dark without being able to see at all was way more intense. After certain conditions have been established and then things change, it's like just knowing that there's stuff in the darkness and you can't see or do anything about it. That's pretty terrifying to me. You know, I'd rather be able to see and at least get away.
No, I don't know. I'm always like that. If I can't see it, then it's not real. Like I'm just like, nope. I'd rather ignore it, and it's not gonna. I won't have to deal with it. I just don't want to see it, and I won't deal with it then.
I think for me, it goes the full loop around but it is there, and not seeing it doesn't make it not be there, and so I end up on that.
Yeah, no. I just sink inside myself and deny reality. I don't deal very well with horror. I don't like horror films. I kind of don't get the idea of like I only play horror games for other people because they want to see and be entertained by it. I've never played them on my own
Oh wow!
because I don't get it. I don't understand the whole scaring yourself thing. It seems silly to me.
See, I love being scared. It's one of the, I don't know. It's one of those feelings. I don't know. Just you like. I don't know.
I just
I
find
find
It's
it's
almost like a little bit of a helplessness. To
I'm
some
just like
degree.
I don't want to feel uncomfortable in my house. This is horrible. Why would I want to do this?
Yeah.
So like I don't really get it, but like I'll do it, but I'll only do it for the sake of entertaining others. Like I don't really want to. Because when I was playing Outlast, I was like, I fucking hate this game. I don't want to play this game anymore. I was only
It
doing
is hard to like. It's hard to explain why, like, what it is about that. Because I mean, like, I don't like jump scares. I also love jump scares. Like, I don't know how to explain that exactly. They really do scare me. That's the reaction that I'm having. But immediately after feeling the fear, I feel another sense of, I hate to use this word because it's been like bastardized now, but a little moment of euphoria where it's like, I think it's a reaction your body has. Maybe not everybody experiences this too. That might be why. But there's like the fear, which is really sharp. Like I'm reacting to the jump scare because my body is saying something really dangerous has just appeared in front of us and we need to react. And then there comes the realization afterwards of like, we're not really in danger, and I just start laughing. And I feel it feels excessive. You know, it feels more than just laughing.
You tend to laugh a lot when you do that.
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed. Like I have to laugh at it afterwards. So maybe that's not something that everybody experiences.
Sounds like an adrenaline junkie almost.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it is. I think people enjoy horror games for the same reason people jump out of airplanes for fun. I mean, to some degree.
Right. Yeah.
I think.
Well,
like a thrill-seeking sort of thing.
Yeah. Right.
It's thrill-seeking without any actual risks to your own life.
Yeah.
Apart from a heart attack when you get scared.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I guess. So well, I mean, Jesus, to get all the way back to the fucking thing that you brought up, which was the whole Oculus Rift thing. I think that the Oculus is the next step for horror games that give you the most visceral feeling of horror, because to me it's a gradient. There's all kinds of different horror, but the genre, there is a genre of visceral horror, like really being truly terrified, and that's where games like Amnesia and Outlast live. They're on that edge, right? If you combine that with Oculus, where it's not just first person, it is realistic first person. You feel like you are literally in there. Because let me how do I explain this better? How do I get you, like, I want to get people to understand what I'm saying. Like with Alien Isolation, you'll understand this, Good. What's really terrifying is when you hear the stomping from behind you, right?
Right. From
some angle that you can't see, you hear it coming to get you. And if you actually feel visually like that you're in there in 3 dimensions, then you really feel even that much more vulnerable, right?
Right. It's all about immersion, really.
Yeah. Immersion, basically, I mean, we say that, like, people throw that word around a lot, but what it means is you feel like you're there. It's how much more do you feel like you're really experiencing this? And being visually, as far as your brain is concerned, there in the 3D sense makes you that much more immersed, that much more vulnerable feeling to what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, you really start to feel like you're about to get fucking tackled from behind by this fucking alien, and that's pretty terrifying. If you believe
I had to stop last night, and I mean, I'm not even playing with the Oculus Rift, but I did 2 episodes, and I was like, well, I got time to do a third here, but I don't want to play anymore. Like, I'm not, like, I'm just, I don't know. It was just like, I need to stop. It's too much, man.
Yeah.
It's like overwhelming to some degree. Like I said, it's almost like torture, or how I imagine torture would be. I've never been tortured, obviously, but
I was watching a demo thing of that, and someone was playing like a horror game with the Oculus Rift, and he was like, and a jump scare happened, and he literally almost threw the Oculus Rift on the floor.
Lost his mind.
Uh,
And
he was like, I'm not doing it anymore. It's too real. I can't play it. I'm like, actually, like, it's too scary. He was like,
I'll admit that I'm actually a little bit scared of trying. Like, I enjoy horror games, so like I usually don't back away from it, but I actually have a little bit of a fear of trying it out, because I think it might be overload. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to be too visceral.
Well, it's really easy to turn on for Alien, and I have my Oculus Rift sitting right behind me, and I'm too much of a chicken. I'm way too much of a chicken.
I kind of want to see you do it, dude.
Oh God.
Way too much of a chicken.
I think I have like a nervous disposition with that stuff. Maybe.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, it's not something. I don't think it's something that's just for everybody. I think it's just.
Like, it puts me too on edge, and then I start looking out of windows, and I don't like being next to like dark windows at night, because for some reason in my mind I'm like, I know it's not a monster's gonna pop out, but for some reason
it just starts
like,
running away with it.
It's like overrun my imagination or something like that.
Yeah.
Overactive imagination.
The one thing that I actually do worry about is I feel like there's a real concern of having like a heart attack or something.
Yeah.
If you get too into it, you know. I don't know how likely that is medically. Maybe it's just an irrational.
I believe it. I mean, who knows? We should ask Jeff. He will know.
Minecraft.
But no, I mean,
Minecraft
you definitely.
doctor.
I mean, there's obviously heart rate increases. I remember that one season of UHC, Shree put a heart rate monitor on for UHC. I don't know if you guys have seen that or knew about that, but
no, I didn't.
And yeah, like whenever he got into his battle, you could see his heart rate, you know, go up over like well over 100. So
I wanted to do that for Scream a Day, but unfortunately there's not really a great way of doing that.
I don't remember what he did. He because he tried like he worked on it for like weeks because he was telling us about it as he did it, and he ended up doing something that used like a camera to look at his face and generate the number of beats or something.
Actually, I looked at that too, and it does work.
There's a on Twitch actually.
Yeah.
Dan?
But that's a story for next time, I think.
All right, well, stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye bye.